buy these powerful Yu-Gi-Oh cards before they skyrocket in price. Today, big dogs, me and chat are going to be talking about some really powerful Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you need to pick up right now. Whether it's because of the ban list, it's because of Rage of the Abyss, or other factors, we got you covered, big dog, and all this excellence couldn't be without you. So make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get this on time. And also, for people that are wondering, you can either catch this early on stream or on Patreon as a special thank you for helping me pay my editors. Let's go ahead and jump on in. So there's a few contributing factors to why I think you guys should buy cards before they skyrocket in price right now. One, because I'm broke. I need you to buy using my TCG player link, guys. It helps me out. Two, we're going to be making some guesses on what's going to come off the ban list. And if they do, you're going to be swimming in money. You already know there's no such thing as reward without risk. We're going to be talking about some cards that we think could come off the ban list eventually. And if they do, you get to double your dollars. If they don't, then I guess we lost. Broke after the fridge? You shut your face. The last and most important thing we're going to be talking about is cards that we just think are really powerful and secretly slept on. I'm going to go ahead and start off by giving you guys a copium take. I think you should pick up your Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Look, big dog, it's already off the ban list in both Master Duel and the OCG, and while it hasn't proven itself as a household commodity, it coming off on the TCG will make the card skyrocket in price. It only has 2 prints, one in the Mega 10s and one in its original pack, and it's at $3. I know a ton of Pendulum lovers that actually have Electromites on hand for this particular situation. I think it's time we all be prepared. We ain't playing Pendulum, but we're gonna be prepared for Pendulum. I'm living proof. Your boy profited 9 bones off Vados. Thank you, Cali. That's how we do. But I'm not gonna hog all the wealth. Chat is gonna let us know some other cards, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna let us know in the comment section too. CR Psyframe Gear Gamma. I'm not coping, you're coping. My boy, let me show you something. My boys, I'm human. I'm fallible. I bought these right before the ban list. I got CR Gammas right before the ban list, chat. This was one of the cards that I've always wanted. I paid some serious bones for them too. And the biggest reason why I haven't gotten rid of them is because I believe that one day Psyframe Gear Gamma will come off the list and it will be a good card. So if you're coping, I'm coping. And while I always don't make the correct decisions, I make it up. Remember Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, bro? Remember the mommy milkers? By the way, you can always go to TheCaliEffect.com to get your merch before it comes too late. Maurice says Glowbulb. Glowbulb actually has no reason to be on the ban list. Seriously, guys. If you think about it, Glowbulb was banned because Hakla Fiber. So that means one or two things. Either Glowbulb is going to eventually come off the ban list, or Hakla Fibrix is going to eventually come off the ban list. On top of that, to be honest with you, Glowbulb is probably one of the safer investments in the entirety of the game. It's because Edison and other formats are gaining popularity. And once other formats that incorporate these cards start to get played more, the demand for this card will be even higher. Right now, a Secret Rare Glowbulb is only $10. An Ultimate Rare is about $50 to $60. That's kind of cheap for this card. It's one of the most iconic tuners in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Summon Sorceress to 3 with the errata? You know, I think it's almost guaranteed that Summon Sorceress is coming off, but will the card actually be sold and will it be good? If you're going to get Summon Sorceress, I would 100% say get the Shonen Jump magazine promos. Don't settle for the Soul Fusion Super Rare, guys. And it's mainly because Summon Sorceress is bound to be reprinted with the new errata too. So I don't think it's a good card to buy to resell, but if you want the original version, right now is the best time to get it. Sometimes, chat, you gotta do what I'm thinking, not what I'm doing. And right now, I'm thinking that all those cards from Dual Overload have not received a reprint and half of them are banned. So Union Carrier, Predaplant, Vert Anaconda, and Samorg Bird of Sovereignty, alongside of Kristan Hakti Fibrix. We buy those. I don't think it's a bad idea. You guys gotta hear me out. You gotta hear me out. All of those cards together are maybe $10. I think the investment is way worth to have these cards and not need them than to need them and not have them. I don't think that this is one of those things that you buy to resell, which ironically my video is not about. I think that these are those cards to have just in case. But now that we got that done, on to some cards that I know you guys should be picking up. One of them is the entire White Forest Runic cards. Really just the White Forest cards. Don't pick up Runic. Don't be that guy. The White Forest cards actually did considerably considerably well at the most recent YCS, even though we're in a tier 0 format. The runic variant of the deck being the strongest, but that's because it has properties that really counteract against some of the best decks in the game. I wouldn't personally sleep on White Forest in any way, shape, or form. If you guys haven't been catching on, White Forest can play skill drain. There's not pain in my eyes, there's pain in your eyes. I think that Heavy Storm is one of those cards that are more than likely to come off the ban list as well. My only problem with Heavy Storm is that there are way too many prints of this card. So if you're going to single down on a particular Heavy Storm, I think the Ultra Rare should probably be out of the question. The reason why I say this is because it's more than likely to be reprinted as an Ultra Rare than anything else. Eclipse Wyvern to 1-2? Brother, what are we going to have them do? Buy the whole ban list at this point in time, right? What would be the reason of Eclipse Wyvern coming off the list, big dogs? Bro, it has a common. Let it go. It's time for Totally to make a comeback. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think we talked about this before, but I think both Totally Awesome and Bahamut Shark are cards that you should be picking up. Rage of the Abyss is just around the corner. And if you ain't prepared for that, when that set drop, you gonna be cooked. Definitely start picking up your water support cards. I also think that Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier, that card a little bit too sneaky for me, chat. It's an aqua monster that can search a spell, that can summon it back, and is sendable with Swap Frog. Man, that card screams Totally Awesome bait all over it. By Substitute, it's going to 2 or 3? My brother, that doesn't work for us. Is it time for Sprite Elf to rise from the dead? Okay, so the reason why Sprite Elf, or the reason why I think Sprite Elf was too good is because A, tier limit, but B, it made monsters untargetable that it pointed to. That was incredibly good for monsters like Brittle on the Floor, which no longer exists. So could Sprite Elf come off the list? Right now, people are buying out Sprite Elf, and I don't want to be that person that pulls you into the panic, but it might be a good idea to have some Sprite Elves. I saw people would buy those Memento cards since the new support is coming. Memento is a strategy that you should definitely be picking up. I think it's just like White Force. It gets stronger with the upcoming ban list. Seeing that there's almost nothing about Memento that needs or deserves to be hit, this is one of those buys that you pick up that's really safe. Now, we do have to keep in mind that the Megatins is printing over 400 cards, and a lot of them will be useless cards, and some of them will be pretty helpful reprints. So I think that some of those cards that won't be reprinted, or that we know won't get reprinted, is Dominus's Purge. Dominus's Purge allows you to be able to Ash Blossom, but you can't activate Fire, Water, or Dark monsters for the rest of the duel. This card seems like Terra trash if you play any of those attributes, obviously. And it does seem worse than Ash, as it can't hit certain cards that Ash Blossom can. But the good thing about this card is that it's really cheap, and one day it will be incredibly useful. I like to think of this card like the Black Goat Laughs. It's just one of those cards. I don't know, it just has me on it, man. It's like when Rage of the Abyss is going to introduce the other Dominus card. I'm picking that one up too. Don't forget Synchro Zone. Ooh. You mean the Floodgate Yu-Gi-Oh card that Konami's obviously not gonna ban? Look, man, odds are they ban Skill Drain. Odds are they ban Rivalry, and there can be only one. Odds are also that they don't ban Synchro Zone at all, which is, it's kind of dumb. I mean, even if they all just go limited, Synchro Zone would probably still be unlimited and is a pretty good card. Neither player can declare attacks except for Synchro monsters. Red Dragon Archfiend support. If a non-tuner Synchro monster is sent to your graveyard, you can target one of those monsters, special summon it, and if you do, it's treated as a tuner. During your main phase, you can send this card to the graveyard immediately after this resolves, Synchro summon using monsters you control as material. Synchro Zone is just really good for Synchro-based decks like White Forest, like Centurion, and also like Red Dragon Archfiend. And it also provides another component of being able to stop your opponent's attacks. Lastly, big dogs, I think another card that you guys should pick up is Magic Deflector. There's way too many field spells, continuous, equip, and quick play spell cards in the game, especially if you're going against Runic. Magic Deflector is a one card out. We've seen how powerful it was in the YCS, and unfortunately, Beatrice should be getting man. But that doesn't mean that this card still won't be incredibly strong against that particular scenario. And that's all that I have for the cards that you should buy before the ban list. Of course, if you want to see more amazing videos like me talking about the huge problems that's happening in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can go ahead and check out this video. And if you want to talk about some other crazy things that happened throughout the week, you can check out this video.